Regain your financial freedom by grabbing the book 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power, an Amazon bestseller written by none other than Dr. Boyce Watkins. Grab the book now. Also heating up summer 2023, B1 the movie, starring Dr. Claude Anderson, Madam President, and Rizza Islam. Atlanta, Georgia, get ready. The All-Black National Convention is coming your way October 2023. We had the privilege of attending an All-Black National Convention. It was an absolutely life-changing experience. To get a free Dr. Boyce Watkins Black Business School training on how to make money without working, text the word STOCK to 31996.
There hasn't been much good music to talk about. There hasn't been much good conversation to speak on when it comes to the genre of hip-hop. I believe they did something in July where they said as of July 2023, no hip-hop artist or no hip-hop song has even hit top of Billboard charts. No hip-hop artist has hit it, and that's for the first time, I think, since the inception of hip-hop. It's been a long time since this has happened. So the music has taken a little bit of a decline in the public eye. And then we see, like I said earlier, how hip-hop correlates directly with the culture, unlike any culture and any music genre in the world. So when you see a Charleston White out here beefing with Sauce Walker's crew or beefing with quote-unquote people from Nipsey's crew, even though we found out that ain't the case, or doing celebrity boxing matches or getting water thrown on by Brittany Renner, and all these blogs are talking about this dude Charleston White that came in talking about Game being a pedophile and F Nipsey Hussle and F this person, this dead person can suck this, and this person, all this stuff, shitting on hip-hop, yet now all hip-hop does is talk about him. Even Sauce Walker was laughing about, they like him.
They like him, yeah.
Huh. So, I ask you, am I right in saying that Charleston White is currently the face of hip-hop?
I mean, for the current few days, yeah. You know, you've seen a lot of him hitting people, with these mace people, which I thought I watched a couple of the instances I thought was fake. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, especially the one with the mace. I think that was fake because if you spray that, you know, you remember the two guys that was standing there.
Oh, they would have got hit.
They would have got hit. They was standing like it was nothing happening. So, but it's an entertainment industry. Yeah. And I think he understands most of anything. And he's said this a lot, that he's in character. This is just entertainment. So if I got to disrespect the biggest person in hip hop, the most revered person, that's what I'm going to do. Because it's all it's going to do is get more people wanting to talk to me to get that same type of response. So they can, because at the end of the day, it's about clicks and views and ratings. And we've seen that with World Star Hip Hop. It doesn't matter if it's 20 kids beating up an old lady. As long as you getting the clicks, that's the only thing that matters. Advertisers are going to pay to get their content, you know, in front of your content because you're trying to sell products. So, you know, it was kind of a masterful plan what he did. I don't know if it was so strategic by him, but he came out and, you know, he disrespected a lot of people and he got in position. And you notice he don't really do that as much no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's doing a lot of talk shows and different things like that. And, you know, more power to him. I can't say that I agree with everything that he did or said, but it got him in position where I think he said he made $1 million or so in a year or so. So that seems like it's the blueprint now. Disrespect people to get where you want to get.
What does that say for hip hop as a whole? Let's kind of
right.
close this conversation the way we kind of started it. Hip hop as a whole, oh God, when you got the over sexualization, when you got the music kind of not being highlighted, not as positive. We've seen what Punch said. We've seen what the numbers are talking about when it comes to hip hop, and now we got Charleston White, seemingly right now, as of today, this hour, being one of the biggest faces of hip hop. What does that say for hip hop right now?
I just said I think that it's going to a very bad place. I could remember when we first started 6-7 years ago, whenever it was, man. We were talking about the competitive aspect of hip hop. What somebody said about this person, how this person was going at this person, and I don't think it's necessarily nothing wrong with that because some people say it was beef. Not really, because nobody got hurt out of those situations. Right. It was just competitive hip hop. We were talking about Pusha T and Drake's verse and waiting for this person to respond. And this now we talking about somebody pepper spraying somebody or somebody sitting on somebody's lap. You know what I mean? And shit like that. Or somebody hitting somebody upside the head. You know what I mean? Nigga shit. Just like the World Star Hip Hop shit. Yep. We ain't talking about anything, you know, even if we talking about Bill Cosby or R. Kelly or something like that, something of certain substance that really got something to do, you know, with the community. Black people killing each other, you know, with the effect that hip hop's having on the, you know, community, on the young children. It's now talking about a nigga getting a lap dance, smack somebody upside the head, and spraying somebody in the face with mace. That's what we come to. And not to kind of keep it there, because there's a lot of other things going on, but a lot of bullshit's going on now. It just is what it is. I mean, look at the headlines. You go look. People that's watching. Bunch of BS. People are just filling slots on their websites, filling slots on their blogs to keep the readers activated.
Yep.
Which is sad.
Very sad. I don't know what's going to happen. I think that everything kind of runs its course, and I think this will eventually run its course too, and we'll get back to it, because there's still good hip-hop out there. There's still very dope hip-hop artists that are available for promotion and available for us to go ahead and receive and take in a good light in a good way. But as of right now, man, the way we are looked at upon each other, the way we're looked at outside of our culture and outside of our circle, it's cliche to say we got to do better, but we'll see what happens in the next 5 years, man, because I'm very curious.
Yeah.
And the trajectory is going down.
But look at like a lot of the interviews we did, man. If people watched the totality of the interviews, man, we got to really see and hear people's struggle, people's grind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people when they were getting started in hip hop, and it was just, it's like almost like a story.
Yeah.
We got to kind of write a book with our guests and just go from when they started, and it was just a beautiful energy, a beautiful synergy that we had. And I think that's kind of dying down now. It's all just about getting to that moment of, okay, when did you punch so and so in the face?
Right.
Or when did you sell a brick of cocaine?
Right.
Like, what about the stories that actually got the people coming from the struggle, the grind to get where they were? I think it's a lack of that. But yeah, go ahead. You can finish what you're going to say.
Nah, well said. That's all I got, man. We'll see what happens. We got to do better. Hopefully we do better. It got to be an enough's enough type situation to happen. Like, enough's got to be enough. And I don't know what genre, if that's Generation X, if that's the new millennials, or whatever the case may be, they got to put the stop to it. But, and this is why it's so damning. This is why hip-hop is so important to our culture, and this is why it's so damning to it right now. Because there's no other genre in music that directly correlates to a culture of people the way hip-hop does to black people. Country music don't do that to white folk.
Right.
Rock music don't do that. Alternative music don't do that. They know how to separate the music from the people. When you think about hip-hop and when you look at the characters and the things going on in hip-hop, you directly correlate it to the actual culture itself. So when white folks see us jumping around, when they see a Sexy Red, I seen this white dude on Twitter have Sexy Red going to a frat house, and it was nothing but a bunch of white dudes and white girls frat partying it up, and she doing her black ghetto thing in front of all these people, and this is how they look at black women. When you see dudes out here tatted all up all over their faces and drinking and doing oxys and running around wild and having the guns and the Dracos throwing it, this is how they think we act toward each other. You know what I'm saying? It's a direct correlation of how we are as a culture, and that has to stop, because you talk about demonic. What's more demonic than destroying a whole civilization of people?
Yeah.